Exclusive music for you.
Dreamcatcher Radio.
Big mornings, good mornings to each and every one of you tuning in. Guys, he's here. The one and only legend that is Amity is in the studio. Can you hear me, Amity?
I can. Hello, how are you?
I am very well. Thank you so much for coming onto the show. It's such an honour and privilege, literally. I was just, when Brad messaged me and said, I've got Amity wanting to come on the show, I'm like, what? Because obviously I followed you. So I'm on TikTok now. We're actually streaming on TikTok as well at the same time. So there's...
Hello.
Big shout out from Amity to each and every one of you tuning in and listening and watching and stalking and lurking and whatever you guys are doing online. So welcome in, welcome. And do you know what? I've had the privilege of listening to your brand new songs. Your brand new song, not plural, Marcel. It's one of those days today. I'm just so excited to have you in. I've been getting tongue-tied all morning. I've been having all kinds of, like, just weird moments when I'm like, he's going to be here soon. So, I've got a few questions that have come into the studio as well. We'll be going over those briefly as well shortly. Just wanted to go through something with you quickly. I wanted to ask you a question of my own nosiness, I guess.
Sure, go ahead.
So when I first listened to Make a Man, it really was like breathtaking. I was one of the people that heard the first snippet of it that you put on TikTok. And probably one of the reasons why you went viral, because I started liking it and sharing it. And, yeah.
Thank you so much.
What inspired you to write the song?
Honestly, it was just the fact that I was seeing so much around me, like all of this negative content, all of this content that was so red-pilled and in the manosphere circles, and I was honestly appalled by what I was seeing. And I know that a lot of my friends have had experiences where things like that have happened to them, and I myself have had experiences as well. And I was just like, you know what, enough is enough. I don't know what I can do to make a big change, but I know that music is something that I know how to do. I know that this is my way of making a difference, and no matter how many people it reaches, I hope it can change some minds. I hope it can reach some people who need to hear it. And so that's kind of why I wrote it. And honestly, when I posted that first video, it wasn't finished. That was as much as I'd written at that point. And then it went so crazy that my distributor was on the phone to me going, you need to finish this song and we need to have it released. And I was like, oh my God, because normally we spend months in the studio working on things. But this song took 4 days from the point that I posted it to get it finished, mixed and mastered after recording it, and now it's going up tomorrow across all major streaming platforms. So
it literally is. Sorry, I was just so excited and caught up in the moment. I forgot to put my mic back on. Literally, it's such a good song, guys. If you don't know what it is and you haven't yet listened to it, make sure that you're available on streaming platforms to download it tomorrow. We're gonna drop it soon. When Mr. Amity says, okay, we're ready. So literally it's an amazing track. So I've got Jenny in Ipswich would like me to ask you, can you describe your journey so far and a defining moment in it?
ooh, okay, that's a good question. I like that one. So, before I get into that, I just want to quickly say you can actually download it today. You won't be able to stream it today, but it'll be in your library tomorrow. It will help it get into the download charts on iTunes if you download it from there. If you go to any of my social medias and click on the link in my bio, it should be one of the first links that pops up. So we've got until midnight tonight to get it into the download charts, and that would really help push the song. So if any of you could do that, I'd be so grateful. And there are also stickers that you can get, as I can literally send you stickers in the post as a little treat and a thank you. But yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, about my journey. So I have been writing songs since I was 9. So that's been 9 years now, almost 10. I feel old. But basically, After lockdown hit, I was completely destroyed. I was a shell of myself. I wasn't me anymore. Because of all the things that I'd been through prior to lockdown and during lockdown especially, I was just completely broken. Um, and my parents realized that the only time they really got their child back was when I was writing and performing music. So they started taking me out to open mics when I was about 15, and everything kind of changed from that moment because I found my spark again. I got that back. And I honestly, the reaction was so immense um, that it was honestly just overwhelming at first. And it's still overwhelming, but in the best way possible. And within a few weeks, The Guardian had written a piece about one of my songs. Um, and I'd only been out there for a short amount of time, and I kept getting onto bigger and bigger stages until I recently I had my own show at the Royal Albert Hall with my band, and it's just so much has changed so quickly, but in the best way possible, and I'm so grateful for everything that brought me here. Um, Maybe not the trauma, but you know.
Yeah, we can understand that. So just highlighting a little bit on that. So social media can be a bit of a difficult place to navigate into, exist on,
You
when
can say that again.
you're such an outgoing personality. I mean, I think your personality is infectious, but some people don't like that, I guess. For me, I look, I'm like, this guy, if you can see this gentleman now, he has the most amazing curls that you've ever seen. And this bright purple hair, I just want it. I want the hair, but probably because mine is falling out because I'm getting old, but that's okay. um, so I've got another message for you. Another question for you, rather. So this is from an actual real life friend of mine. His name is Nigel. He lives in South Wales. He listens to the show every single day. He gets involved. He requests songs. He plays games with us. He says, "What's the biggest challenge you've faced in the music industry today?"
Ooh, that's a really good question. I'd say trying to find a producer who understood the message I was trying to get across with my songs, the kind of mood that I needed, and like who understood what the treatment for the vocals needed was really really difficult. And I went through like loads and loads of producers, and when I thought I found one who was pretty much perfect, he like he disappeared. No, I miss him. He's great. I love him so much. But he's gone off to America. Um and I I was quite devastated about that actually, especially because I consider him a friend, and also he has a really cute dog and I love him so much. He's so fluffy. Anyway, so sorry, I'm getting distracted by dog. But anyway, when I did manage to find the producer that I'm currently working with, who's absolutely incredible, Sean Hargreaves, gotta love this man. He's amazing. And I'm so grateful to have him in the team. And yeah, I think he's practically a family friend at this point, if not part of the family. Because yeah,
Or,
he's
or maybe part of the furniture, right? I mean, by that I mean, Sean, if you're listening, he doesn't get to walk over you, but you know what I mean. Preferably, if you are part of the furniture, you don't want to be a doormat. So, moving on. Jenny in Waterlooville says, who is the most famous person you've met so far?"
Oh, that's a really good question. I'd probably have to think about that because, oh, who have I met?
Careful you don't offend anyone. You could say, "Mid mornings with Marcel." I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness, I'm not actually sure.
Could you name drop a couple?
I mean, one of my managers is he's oh my god, I love him so much. Jeremy. If you're watching this, hi Uncle Jeremy. But yeah, he's basically my uncle now. I've adopted him into my family. But he has worked with a lot of very interesting people. He's worked with Boy George, Sting, the Stereophonics, things like that. A lot of things that probably from before my time, but I think some older viewers will get those references. But yeah, no, he's amazing, and he's so nice, and he's very very humble as well. Like he doesn't talk much about it, but when he does, my band, their ears always perk up, and they're always like, "You what? You knew this person?" And it's someone that they've idolized for like years.
Yeah, that's the way, isn't it?
Yeah, and because he used to be, I think, the CEO of V2, I think it was Records, Virgin Records.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, no, he's amazing.
Actually, just to let you know, one of the most famous people I've actually met is Sir Richard Branson.
Oh my God.
So and I'm going to tell you a true story, right? So it was in 2010, and I was working for Virgin Media in their cable retentions department. So I was that annoying guy that would ring you if you wanted to disconnect your service and go elsewhere, and tried to keep you. And he came around the site on a visit in Stratford upon Avon, where I was at the time. And he came on a visit, and he was like, "Oh, hello," shaking everybody's hands and giving out Virgin Media merchandise. At this point, I didn't realise. I thought he actually owned it. He doesn't. He owns the name. So he was like, "Yeah." And then he said, "Could I sit and take a call?" And he actually sat next to me, like with one of my colleagues, and took over a call. And this gentleman was going crazy, and Richard Branson says to him, "Hello, you're through to Sir Richard Branson at Virgin Media. How can I help?" And he was like, "Yeah, pull the other one, mate." And he basically, long story short, the guy didn't believe him. And he said, "Prove you're Richard Branson." He sent 1,000 roses to his wife and £1,000 bottle of champagne express delivery within 30 minutes.
Oh
we
my
were
God.
absolutely dumbfounded. And then he said, "Oh, and just to top it off, I'm actually going to give you your free service for the next year." So gave him everything for free. We were just like, wow. You know?
That's insane.
And that's what I mean. But the time is 11:41, right? You listen to Mid Mornings with Marcel, sponsored by Dan Chitty Music. Amity, are we ready? Should we drop it?
Why not?
Do you want to introduce your song to the public?
All right. So the song that you are about to hear is called "To Make a Man," and this is about how toxic masculinity can be perpetuated through generational cycles or role models with harmful ideals.
Well done. Let's go.
So much.
Some, not all, but still too many. The boy will ask his father when he is old enough to understand. What does it take to make a man? And some, not all, but still too many, look at their son and tell him when he comes home with blood on shaking hands, this is what it takes to make a man. Sit straight, man up, gotta make it count. Fists raised, head up, make your daddy proud. Take a couple blows, but less than you deal out. And do things you can't repeat out loud. And some, not all, but still too many, will tell him good, but there's still plenty of things you have to understand. Do you have what it takes to make a man? And some, not all, but still too many, look at their father, say I'm ready, and daddy says take all you can. You know what it takes to make a man. Sit straight, man up, gotta make it count. Just wait, then drop it while she's turned around. Clink your glass with hers, let her drink it down. And do things you can't repeat out loud. And you swallow it, swallow it, swallow it down. How does it taste to be a man? Feel the weight in your mouth. Swallow it, swallow it, swallow it down. And do things you can't repeat out loud. Some, not all, but still too many, do things they can't repeat out loud. And some, not all, but still too many, do things they can't repeat out loud. Some, not all, but still too many. It's some, not all, but still too many. And some, not all, but but still too many do things they can't repeat out loud. Sit straight, man up, gotta make it count. This phrase can make your daddy proud. Take a couple blows, but let the new deal out. And you're a man, you're a man, you're a man, you're a man. Sit straight, man up, gotta make it count. Just wait, be a man, feel while she's turned around. Link your glass with hers, let her drink it down. You're a man, you're a man, you're a man, you're a man now.
I'm going to tell you now, some of the comments which are coming through on my TikTok stream, wow, amazing, so catchy, love it. Just to name a few, like literally, it's such a good song. I absolutely love it. Guys, it's available now to download. If you go to Apple, to the iTunes website or the app, you can download it now. It's 99 pence, right?
Yes.
If you download it now, the first 100 people, Amity's going to send you a sticker pack. Right, the sticker pack are awesome. Actually, I have a question for you. Do I get a sticker pack?
Of course. Of course.
Listen, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to play this song. I'm going to play the 3 of your songs which you've sent me. I'm going to be streaming them. Streaming them live on the show. Quite regular. This is what I do when I have guests on the show. So I've had the likes of. Do you know Courtney Cyrus?
I don't think so.
He's a street entertainer. I think he's normally at the Embankment. He's a little Yorkshire fellow with a ponytail. He wears a flat cap with braces. He's absolutely infectious. He's been on the show. We've had Scott Richards on the show. We've had quite a few people, like artists who are unsigned or new, promoting themselves. Dan Chitty, who is now my show sponsor, he's just signed a record deal. So he's like got his actual first proper deal. So it's just like, It makes it happen, right? Obviously, with the radio, people think the radio is dead, but it's not. It's very much alive. It's just gone from, in my opinion, it's gone from mainstream media to online rather than your traditional DAB radio or your FM or whatever you were listening to. So going back to the questions quickly. Sorry, I had have a little cough there. I'm getting old. Perhaps I should stop vaping. Being honest. So I have a question here for you from Richie. He's in South Shields, which is Newcastle, and he says, "Good morning. Absolutely love the song." So he messaged while he came, like while it was playing. What's something you're currently watching or listening to?
Ooh, okay. That's a really good question. I am currently rewatching Gravity Falls because I absolutely adore that show. And listening to, I have been listening to Will Wood for years, and I am not planning on stopping anytime soon because this man is a genius. I stand by that statement, and I look up to him so much, honestly. His lyrics are unfathomably brilliant. And so are the instrumentals. His piano work's incredible, and honestly, just everything about everything this man does is, oh my god.
I mean, I'm actually a fan as well, if you don't know who Will Wood is, you need to give him a listen. I think you got Me, Myself. Me, Myself.
Yes.
Absolute banger. I think it's about
brilliant.
4 or 5 years old now. It's an absolutely phenomenal track. Like, literally, he's so good. If you need to give him a listen.
Have you listened to any Will Wood and the Tapeworms tracks? Because those are awesome.
I have heard that Will Wood and the Tapeworms, yeah. He's just got a unique style as well. Like the voice. Yeah. It's amazing. I am going to get sidetracked. I'll start talking about other artists when this is your feature. So this next one, this comes from Rachel in Land's End. Wow. How much further could you get? How much further to the end of the country could you get than Land's End? She says to ask, hello, I know this is 11:30 in the evening, the night before, but I do have work, but I will be listening. I would like to know, Amity, I've seen you on TikTok and I have given you a follow. Perhaps if you look for me, my name is Rachel.Miller. Okay, thanks for the pun, Rachel. She says, could you give me a follow back? if you could have dinner with any three people, past or present, who would they be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Will Wood is obviously in that list.
Got to be there, right?
Because what the hell, that guy is amazing, and I want to talk music. Ooh, let me think. Oh, here's one. Harry Gold. I don't think many people will have heard of him, because his day was much before all of ours. He was my great uncle on my mum's side, and he was a world famous Dixieland jazz musician. And he had this band called Harry Gold and his Pieces of Eight. Yes, you know him. Sorry, that makes me so indescribably happy.
My late father was a massive jazz fan and blues fan. So yeah, as soon as you said Harry Gold, I'm like, Harry Gold is Pieces of Eight. I wonder. Yeah, I know exactly who he is.
Oh my god, that makes me so happy.
That's incredible. You're talking like 1940s here, guys. So
Yeah.
this young man is listening to music from the 1940s. So you're wondering what inspires people like Amity. You know, it is absolutely incredible, like literally. And he's such a likable lad. If you were here right now watching, like you guys are listening now, some of you are watching me and listening on TikTok. But literally, he's so infectious, like, and he has the biggest smile in the world right now. It's absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, that's your answer. So it was Harry Gold. Who else was it?
Will Wood,
Will
otherwise
Wood.
known as Baby Girl William Wood. Guys, what do you think Will Wood would do if Wouldn't walked in? Riddle me that.
Hey, the Joker has green hair, not pink, not purple. No, he has got purple hair. He has got purple hair, hasn't he?
Oh my god!
In some parts he does, right? And he has a purple suit.
Oh my god, I want a purple suit.
Is purple
I'm
your
sorry,
favourite colour?
I'm a sucker for suits. I love suits so much. Oh my god.
I've got a question that's just come in from one of my moderators. If I don't ask, she's probably going to. You'll probably be here lies Marcel, cause of passing, exfoliation. You know, she'll probably throttle me. Her name's Leander. She says, "What's your plans for the future?"
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm quite a spontaneous person, but I do actually have plans this time, which is incredible for me. Basically, the plan is get into the studio, record more songs. I've got another EP on the way. So because I've already got one out at the moment with 4 songs on: Bite Me, To Be Known, Hurricane Heart, and Ephemeral. You can find all of those across all major streaming platforms. If you would like to go and take a listen, that would be awesome. But I've got more songs on the way, more than just To Make a Man. I've got Drowsy, Inferno, City of Stars. A lot of people online won't have actually heard Inferno, because that's one that I only really do with the band. So if you guys want to come to any of the gigs that I've got coming up, you might be able to hear it.
But not your sold out gig on Friday in Chelsea.
Yeah, not that one because it's sold out, but yeah. I can't believe that.
Listen, I've been rambling so much. This is what the perils of being a radio host / presenter. So for me, I plan on playing 3 of your songs. I'm only going to probably have, because I'm off the air in 6 minutes. Time for 2. So we played the most important. We played To Make a Man, which is phenomenal. So which one would you like next?
Ooh, probably Bite Me.
You want to hear Bite Me?
Yes.
Take it away. Tell them what it is.
So Bite Me is a song dedicated to all the grey areas and the nuances, because life is never as black and white as our social media feeds would have us believe.
Here we go.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
What's the difference? Unpredictable and dangerous are conflated, amalgamated with afraid. And what's the difference? This existence and reality are both verging upon merging with a dream. And where do devils end and gods begin? Where do you draw the line when both are thirsty, craving for blood sacrifice? Bite me, I must be dreaming. Tear my flesh clean off the bone. Why is it so relieving to melt in mouths like honeycomb? Bite me, 'cause I'm still reeling. Ground me with your sharp embrace. How are you so deceiving that your hands round my neck still feel like home? And what's the difference between hedonists and narcissists? Both chase pleasure, every measure for self-gain. And what's the difference, animalistic and an animal? Praise the concept and sing to God send till it breathes. And where do devils end and gods begin? Where do you draw the line when both are thirsty, craving for blood sacrifice? Bite me, I must be dreaming. Tear my flesh clean off the bone. Why is it so relieving to melt in mouths like honeycomb? Bite me, 'cause I'm still reeling. Ground me with your sharp embrace. How are you so deceiving that your hands round my neck still feel like home? Still feel like home. Still feel like jaws around my brain. Must be why I'm still yours. You've staked your claim. Left marks in my skull, left scars in my heart. Under kinder gaze, I fall apart. Bite me, I must be dreaming. Teeth gently graze my soul. Why is it so revealing to not be under your control? Bite me, 'cause I still need it. Craving the sting and pain. Why am I so uneasy when in these gentler arms I feel at home? I feel at home. I feel at home. I feel at home. I feel at home. I feel at home.
So we've literally got, this is going to be your fastest question ever. This will be your fastest question ever. I've had one of my moderators, Superwoman, she wants to know what your favourite song is on the album. We've literally got 40 seconds.
That's a really good question. I find it very hard to choose because my songs are like my children and you're not supposed to have a favorite. Bite Me is up there, but it's a bit overplayed for me. I really like Hurricane Heart.
There you go, Hurricane Heart. Guys, you're listening to Mid Mornings with Marcel, sponsored by Dan Chetty Music. I just want to say a massive thank you, Amity, for coming in today and having an interview with us. Hopefully we can get you back on in the future when your second EP is out and we can pump out some more music.
I would love that.
Fantastic. Well, I'd like to say it's a pleasure. And on behalf of all the listeners today,